YouTube channel. If this is your first time on seeing my face, welcome. You're already an existing subscriber. Thank you for coming back. So today I'll be walking you through the beginner class. The things you need as a beginner, the tools you need as a beginner, the tips and tricks you need as a beginner. So sit tight and let me walk you through the class. Okay, so welcome. I'll be showing you the things you need as a beginner. You need a tailoring tape. You need machine needle. This is how it looks. You need matching threads. You need pins to hold down your fabric. You need a Tailors chalk. You need scissors. You need curves. This is a graduated curve, but we'll not be needing these graduations in this class. You need a ruler. I like mine very long. This is a shuttle. This bobbin, some people call it railer. I'll be showing you how to fix this in a machine. You need hand needle. This is a machine oil. It is used for lubrication. All these tools, I'm going to be putting each and every one of them, their names, on my description box in case you did not get it. As a beginner, you don't need a chiffon fabric. You don't need a lycra fabric. What you need to start as a beginner is a cotton fabric. So I'll be showing you all these fabrics I just mentioned. This is an organza fabric. You don't need it as a beginner. This is a chiffon fabric. You don't need it as a beginner. This is a cotton fabric. This is what you need as a beginner. You start making a very nice. So I'll be giving you the tips as a beginner. This is a cotton fabric. As you can see, it's rumpled. This is another cotton fabric. It's well ironed. So as a beginner, you have to flatten your dress. You have to remove all these rumples. You have to make it look this good so that you don't make mistakes. Then as a beginner, you have to learn how to make straight lines, like how to sew, make your seam straight. So if you're finding it difficult, you use your ruler. You draw a line. You draw a line. These things are straight lines. So when you want to make a seam line, make sure that you are sewing on these lines. This is what you need to practice all the time. You need to consistently practice it, but this is like a tip as a beginner. If you know you want to make something like is a curve, just use a ruler. Get that curve, make it neat, make it pass through where you want it to go, then make your seam line run through that line. The thread is matching to this dress. This is what you use in making this dress, so that you have a very neat seam lines, and not you go and get another color and then you sew it on this. It looks rough. So you probably see, even though this is a cotton fabric, you probably need to pin down your fabric. Let me show you. You probably need to pin down your fabric when making it. Like if you want to make something, pin it down. if you don't pin this fabric down, when you're cutting this fabric, it's going to shift, move, and you make mistakes. So for you to cut your fabric and it will appear very neat, you need to pin it down, just like I just did. The tip I'll be showing you as a beginner is don't ever use razor to loosen your seam. This is a seam line. Don't ever use razor blade to loosen a seam line. You can ruin the fabric. What you use is a seam ripper. Go into the fabric just like this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but you just do it this way and the whole thing just go off. And turn over to this side. Can you see? That's how you loosen a seam. You don't use razor on your fabric because you ruin the fabric.
We'll be teaching you how to make a notch. Here we used for the shoulder 3 inches and 4 inches length. So I'm cutting it out right now to show you how to make a notch. So here I'm trying to make a notch. As you can see, I made it at different points. Then I'll cut the fabric out. Then after cutting it out, I'm going to remove the pin that I use in pinning it down. And then I will show you how it looks when you are done. Okay, first of all, let me open it up to show you how to fix it. Then I'll show you those notches will make, how it looks. As you can see, this is how to make a notch in a dress.
There are several things you can make with a 1-yard fabric. You can make a top, a hair bonnet, a skirt, and a hairband. And the length of the fabric you need by 60, 1 yard by 60. So it will be enough to make these 4 things I just mentioned.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.